The KPIs. This is one of those pieces of administrative jargon that we don't always understand. So let's take a minute and talk about what the KPIs mean and to think about why we even care about them. And since we definitely don't want to get wrapped up in administrative jargon, let's remember why we're here. We're here because of the students. That's who we want to help. So if we want to help students, why do we care so much about the budget? Well, the answer is because it takes money to help the students. So how does money help the students? There are lots of ways that we can impact student experience through budget. We open new sections, we hire new faculty, we add support services, we purchase software and equipment that improve the student experience, both their learning experience and their student services experience. However, even though we need money, it's hard to come by. And in fact, you can look back over the years and see that state funding that we receive and all colleges receive has decreased quite a bit. Now, the chancellor is well aware of budget and this decrease in state funding, so what he's done is set aside $1 million so that the colleges can have access to more funds to help students in key areas. So you might ask, if there's $1 million out there, how do we get a piece of that? Well, the answer is pretty straightforward. To get a piece of this money, we just need to achieve our goals. And what that comes back to is the KPIs. Now, this is where the KPIs start to look complicated. But this graphic here shows us how the money is broken down. So let's take a few minutes to split this into pieces and understand each component. The biggest chunk of this funding goes towards growth. So simply to gain access to this funding, we just need to increase our growth in both enrollment and contact hours. Two of these categories go toward the persistence of our first-time in college students. Do those students stay here from the fall to the spring semester, and do they stay here until the next year? Three areas are dedicated to developmental education. Do our students complete reading, writing, and math requirements and attain college level within 1 year? And of course, we're always looking at things like course success and completion, and whether or not those students complete programs. Not just do they finish the courses, but do they leave with a certificate or with a degree? And also, we want to make sure our students who want to go off to the university do transfer. Lone Star College has always been an institution that values equity. That is an equal chance for all students to succeed. This year, the college is focusing on African American student success. And you can see those three areas look familiar. Those are areas that we've covered in other categories dedicated towards all students. So by succeeding in these categories, we also contribute to our success in other areas. So hopefully that helps with the understanding of the KPIs. But before we get too far away from our original point, let's remember, our hopes are for the students, and our hopes are actually what's contained within the KPIs. What do we want for our students? Well, we know we have good classes to offer them, and we want to get them into the correct courses. That's enrollment. We want to make sure students thrive in our classes. That's persistence, and that's also course success. We want students to take away a credential from here that they can use for the rest of their lives. That's award completion. We also want students to take whatever they learn and take it to the next level. Get a job, complete developmental, transfer to a university, and we want all students to have a chance at success. That's African American student achievement. So the point I'm trying to make here is that when you make your ACE goals, you contribute to the achievement of our KPIs. And when we achieve our KPIs, we get budget funds that allow us to help the people that we want to help, our students. So let's do what we can to help them by achieving those KPIs. So the question at the end of the day becomes, how do your goals support the KPIs for this coming year?